What it is, what it do, what it is, lads and ladettes. I am the Grizz, and welcome back to Yesterday Today. And I'm going to keep it funky with y'all. It's not all good news today, okay? We're going to talk about a possible Metroid leak. Keep that with a grain of salt. But then we're going to talk about PS5 and Xbox Series X issues, respectively. And it's pretty interesting. It might be small percentage, but news nonetheless. Let's get into those appetizers. Alright, so the PS5 is officially out today. It is officially, that's it. Next gen is now the current gen. And with the PS5 being out, you would want to know when and what times will it be released. Well, at least on Walmart. Walmart has released their official time slots for when they're going to release slews of them. If you got the pre-order, well, alright, good. Now it's our time. The ones who missed out on the pre-order. First of all, 12 p.m. Eastern time is the first time tomorrow, so you don't have to jump up and get up early and out of bed. Then 3 p.m., 6 p.m., and 9 p.m. So you'll have multiple times tomorrow alone. So I'm wondering if this is what they're going to do going forward. So maybe you can't get it today. Maybe you can get it tomorrow or the next day or the next day. Now, I know COVID has slowed a lot of things up, but I'm really wondering what's going to happen. They are going to be restocking stuff on Black Friday. They definitely said that. Each GameStop will have about 2 systems each. So here's the luck to you. Best of luck to you. Alright, lads and lads, so let's talk about Astro's Playroom, or rather, Astro the mascot himself. So, it's official. Astro's Playroom came out alongside the PlayStation 5 as a free demo to showcase all the technology, but we're wondering what would happen to Astro going forward. You got the Astro VR game, and now you got the Astro's Playroom. That VR game, definitely, I can vouch for, it's fire. It's straight fire. But Nicholas Doucette, who's the creative director at SIE Japan Studio, Team Asabi, he took the PlayStation blog and he actually closed out with a pretty interesting statement. And he said, "We would not be here without you, and we wanted to show you our most sincere appreciation. Astro will be back with news soon." So I think we should maybe expect next year for some Astro news. Maybe this is PlayStation's new mascot, or one of PlayStation's new mascot, because Astro's Playroom seems to be a pretty fun demo, and it seems like it's maybe a different version of the VR game. But maybe if you can take the VR game and make it not VR and make it available to a wider audience, maybe Astro might be the next big mascot, and maybe it could possibly sell a lot of copies, because 3D mascots, they're still in. I mean, we still love Mario, we still love Crash, and we still love Ratchet and Clank, especially me. So who's to say there isn't space for some more? Well, as a Halo fan, it's good to know that the TV series is going on and it's coming along pretty well, but there was an actress by the name of Natasha McElhone who was going to play the role of Dr. Halsey in Cortana, but of course, due to the pandemic, scheduling conflicts happened. But here's great news in that. The original actress, Jen Taylor, from the games, who played Cortana, she will be taking over the role in the TV series. That's actually pretty awesome. I'm not sure how often we've seen from a video game go to a TV or a movie and one of the actual actors or actresses actually reprise their initial role. So that's actually some really good news. I can't wait to see what this is shaping out to be. I mean, all of these TV networks are coming out with their own streaming devices, HBO Max and everything, and Showtime has their own stuff too, but they're not as big as HBO Max or even Netflix and stuff like that. But I'm really wondering if this is what Showtime is expecting to do. And they have a Halo series. Maybe this will launch them. I really hope that this doesn't disappoint. Alright, lads and lads, let's get into the real meat and potatoes and start off with a game that I'm frankly sick of talking about with no real information out. And that's Metroid, right? Metroid Prime 4, Metroid Prime Trilogy Collection, and now maybe even Metroid Samus Returns on the Nintendo Switch, right? So next year is the 35th anniversary of Metroid, right? It is also the 35th anniversary for Zelda as well, but let's talk about Metroid here, right? We just keep getting all kinds of leaks and news and everything just popping up online, including this one. Nintendo accidentally leaks the fact that it's just this child is in the back of a car on his Nintendo Switch playing what appears to be Metroid Samus Returns, which came out on the Nintendo 3DS, made by Mercury Steam, and everybody loved the game. The game was great. But what if they release it next year on the Nintendo Switch alongside Metroid Prime Trilogy and we finally get to see some gameplay for Metroid Prime 4. That is a big, keeping my fingers crossed here type of situation, but it would really be good. They don't accidentally leak this and then pull it back if we're not going to get something, right? I mean, look at Mario. So much accidentally leaked, and we got a bunch of Mario stuff. We still have one more Mario game coming next year. So maybe this is what they do with Metroid. They probably just randomly drop Metroid Samus Returns onto the eShop, and maybe a physical release later. Who knows? Nintendo's been really weird with their physical releases lately. And then show us some gameplay for the Metroid Prime trilogy remastered, and then maybe later on in the year we get to finally see Metroid Prime 4. But I'm pretty sure it's not going to come until 2022, and it would be cool because there's still a rumor that the Nintendo Switch Pro might be coming out next year. They could announce it soon, and it might be coming out around fiscal year for them, which is around March. So I'm really, really interested. And then maybe Metroid Prime 4 only plays best on the Switch Pro and still maybe works on the regular Switch, but not the Switch Lite. Who knows? But they put this up and then they took it down. I guess they knew somebody was looking. I don't really think that this type of thing is an accident anyway. But I really want to tell you to keep this with a, just take it with a grain of salt, the smallest grain of salt. I'm not confirming anything, but there it is. Got my hopes up again. So lads and ladettes, somehow I let it just go by me, go over my head, and I missed it. 13 has dropped the same day as Xbox Series X and S. And well, it's not looking good. Here is a clip from Ben Sircracker Bowl on Twitter, and he said, so the remake of 13 came out today. From the first trailer, I didn't think it would be that good. I wasn't far off. The game looks terrible. It looks extremely lazy. It looks like it's frustrating because this is one of my favorite games from the classic PS2 Xbox era. I've beaten this game 2 to 3 times, numerous times. I would be in my house playing against bots and stuff like that. And it really bothers me to see this game, some hype actually went into it. They're giving out steel cases and everything. And then they send it out and it looks like this. This bothers me greatly because now stuff from the past that I absolutely love, and they make a resurgence and they just do it terribly. I really hope that this gets touched up and patched really soon because I did plan on buying this game twice. I was going to buy it on the PS4 or Xbox and then even buying it next year on the Nintendo Switch as well. So I need them to get this together. This actually bothers me personally, and I had to put this in there because this game has the potential to be very fun and very awesome because it was just so much greater back in the day, and it's kind of still a hidden gem. A lot of people aren't aware of it, but just bringing y'all a heads up. If you were like me and you planned on buying 13, well, might as well go ahead and wait for a patch. Well, guess what? Stadia is now being given away for free. That's if you have YouTube Premium already. Me being one of those people, I wasn't even really looking for news or anything at this moment, but I happened to get a notification as soon as I opened up my YouTube randomly, and it said, well, you can get a Stadia Pro bundle, meaning you get a Chromecast and a controller. And if you haven't even tried Stadia yet, you get a 30-day free trial and access to a bunch of Stadia Pro games. Now, that sounds actually cool and even more convincing. So maybe once I finish and process my order and everything like that, maybe I'll finally give Stadia a try, but I really didn't have any interest in it. But why not? It's free. So now we're going to get into the issues with Xbox. Now, you may have seen some videos posted online with the new Xbox Series X's smoking out of the top of it. Well, I'm here today to confirm to you that that isn't real. That was videos of people literally blowing their vape smoke into their Xboxes. It was so concerning that Xbox literally had to tweet, "We can't believe we have to say this, but please do not blow vape smoke into your Xbox Series X." What is wrong with people? Are y'all chasing clout? Y'all chasing those fake clouds that y'all... Why would you destroy your system or even potentially destroy your system like that? So then, when it comes down the line, you better chill, because say if that Xbox has real issues later on down the line, you can't then go to Xbox and ask them, and then if they said no because they saw your video, then you couldn't even be mad about that. I don't really, that's not a smart thing to do. Let's be smart about it. Let's not create fake issues when they are real issues like this one. You got people tweeting out videos of their Xboxes making clicking sounds, not just exclusive to the Series X though. It is also happening to the Series S. Now the Series S doesn't have a disk drive at all, and they both seem to be making a similar clicking noise coming out of them. Now people tend to say this is why I wait for the first wave of everything to come out. I don't want any issues, and it's definitely understandable. But you know, this isn't a wide issue. This happens. Things happen when it's a new product. But just be wary, lads and ladettes. Your Xbox Series X or S might not end up smoking, but it might end up with a clicking sound. But make sure you hit up Xbox support, and they will definitely help you take care of that. Alright, lads and ladettes, unfortunately I have some bad news on the PS5 side too. A popular YouTuber by the name of ACG, he tweeted out that at this time my PS5 is 100% dead. I was having the storage rebuild issues others reported, but mine escalated to full errors and network issues boom. Sony and I were looking through troubleshooting when it died completely, so at this time I will be moving my content around. So that's definitely unfortunate, and I hope that this is not a widespread issue. But as I said previously, these type of things happen. But if you are a YouTuber like me and like him, or a gamer like me and like him, you definitely want to have these things at launch. So I'm going to actively try to get me a PS5 this week. Hopefully I'm lucky, because they're just letting it out in increments, and when I can, I'll get it, and there will definitely be an unboxing. But if you have a PS5 this week, definitely keep that in mind that this issue is happening, and if you see any of these type of issues related, be sure to contact PlayStation immediately, and they can tell you how to move forward. Alright, lads and ladettes, that is it for today. Thank you so much for watching, and it appears that we have some type of issues. It's the launch of next gen, but mostly good stories. There is definitely a few bad apples in the bunch, but hopefully it doesn't ruin the whole bunch. So it's still great that next gen is here, but hit that like button if you haven't already. If not, hit the dislike. It's all good. And if you're new here, go ahead and hit that red subscribe button, and make sure you turn on all notifications so you know when your boy is posting. I post every day, Monday to Friday at 9 a.m. We are still on the road to 3,300. Thank you so much for tuning in. This video is finito.